That time is 11 o'clock on this late Monday night, October 28th, 2019. It is time now for the beer chill. 11 o'clock news on this late Monday night, October 28th, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 52 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories at the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news is Army officer who heard Trump's Ukraine call reported concerns. Judge kicks newest impeachment lawsuit into high gear. Los Angeles wildfire 5% contained as region braced with a double windstorm. Representative Dan Quicklin now back on the radar, strategy up with now. Led to his outcome. President Trump's plans for Syrian oil. Donald Trump and Melania hand out candy to trick-or-treaters. King Tide said watering in parts of downtown Boston. Toyota General Motors side with Trump administration and emissions. UFC fighter asked for help finding Toyota daughter who vanished in Alabama. North Carolina judge tosses GOP gerrymandered districts in major win for air quota initiative. Brexit PM to try again for 12th December election after MPs reject plan. Man found dead after hanging upside down from a chimney in England. The U.S. just reached an agreement extending legal status for Salvadorans under TPS. Powerful earthquake strikes southern Philippine Islands. Former Boston College student charged in voluntary manslaughter and suicide of boyfriend. Anti-China men recalled due to foreign substance and infection risk. Asia stocks mostly high and amid U.S.-China trade optimism and SP 5 record highs. Looking at the stocks today out. Up 132.66 at 27.90.72. SP 5 up 16.87 at 30.39.42. And the Nasdaq up 82.87 at 83.25.99. Popeye's workers ready for chicken sandwich return. And Amazon may see cloud rematch for Microsoft and Pentagon. That mystery U.S. space plane just landed after a mind-blown 78 days orbit. Ancestral homeland of modern humans in Botswana study finds. Hubble space spots a ghost face in the depths of space. Time for vaping as most vaping lung illness, death are linked to THC. More obese children should get weight loss surgery, doctors say. CBDC interest among the Chicago teachers strike will extend the school day after the school district and the union failed to reach a deal on Monday. Capital Gazette student suspect plays against the newsman attack that killed 5. The United States agreement to extend temporary protection status for Salvadorians. Kennedy Space Center to award $7 million contract for the lunar missions. That's announced Monday that it would hold a vote Thursday to determine whether to finalize impeachment inquiry for the stage of President Trump. North Carolina's first female Democrat, Senator Kay Hagan, died Monday at the age of 66. Look at that news from the Edinburgh Sun Chronicle. Downtown Edinburgh, redevelopment in Prince George gets necessary permits for first phase. A former Edinburgh woman and her husband were among 200,000 people who have been evacuated from homes that escaped destructive wildfires in the Northern California wine community. Talking to the same man with an open court case for a drug violation, the meeting would have held without bail on a similar charge after being arrested by police that was a skirmish at a local nightclub. Easton. Despite the struggles he faced, Easton Police Officer Patrick Trail's last wish for the people to go forth and live life of joy. It was a message shared on Patrick's last wish for his funeral. Hagan's storefront district could link parked in business with tax credit. In the town of Easton, special timing held tonight at Ames Sports Center at Stone Hill Golf. Supporters Easton plus a vote for a new K2 school that will consolidate 3 schools that already need repair. As votes were 1,029 for yes and 8 for no. Weymouth native Charlie Coyle, who was one of those who lives in the Twin Waters as a 3-year-old, battled the effects of brain cancer to field that fell Weymouth native and in his family can attend hockey fights cancer night. Peter Chill. News time is 11:04 on this late Monday night. Time now for a Peter Channel Sports Report. Celtics send the moon to the night off. So, starting off with Monday Night Football, says Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. And Pittsburgh Steelers leading the Miami Dolphins 24-14 with 8:26 left in the fourth quarter. NBA scores. San Antonio won 13, Portland won 10 for 4 quarters. 3:30-11 in the second quarter. Phoenix and Utah tied at 35. Halftime, Sacramento 53, Denver 47. 1 quarter, LA Clippers 29, Charlotte 28, Detroit 96, Indiana 94. New York 105, Chicago 98, Philadelphia 105, Atlanta 103, Toronto 104, Oklahoma 95. Houston 116, Golden State 1. Houston 116, Oklahoma State 112. Milwaukee 129, Cleveland 112, and Golden State 134, New Orleans 123. Vancouver Canucks 5, Photo 1, and NHL scores. Arizona Coyotes 3, Buffalo Sabres 2. Sales were Ryan Fitzpatrick winning some Vincent in the prep time. And no, the match was not caused by an early plan to celebrate. Peter Children's time, 11:05, 6 time now for Peter Chittle. Traffic and tries to check on this late Monday night. Beep! On the MT Havel train 225, that's right, be up from Duff Station over 25 minutes basket between the Belleville and Havel. And the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, look at the numbers in my ways of 7 New England. 146 on the northbound side. Those are Route 95 downtown Providence. 146 slow between 295 and looking at Brisket around 146 North Smithfield. 295 on the northbound side. So before 122 the Cumberland stretch. 79 both ends about Route 24. Mass Pike, stop and go around the Swansea stretch on both ends. 195 westbound side. The Lowes around the Dartmouth stretch. And Newport Bridge on the east side on the westbound side. It's a little bit slow. Route 4 is side by side. Also the east Greenwich and 4 hit Brisket around the North Kingside stretch. And 95 on the southbound side. Also after 128 Canton. 185 on the southbound side. So the Franklin stretch and 7 Expressway. The northbound side. Also at downtown Boston. Mass Pike both ends is by around the downtown Boston stretch. 120 southbound side. So before Route 83 out in the right stretch. And 485 on the northbound side. Also between Littleton and 9 Westford. And Route 2 eastbound side. Also after 190 in Leominster stretch. Mass Pike both ends about the Westford out of Westfield. And 91 on the northbound side. Also Route 2 in Greenfield. 84 westbound side, also on Waterbury, Connecticut, and 91 northbound side, so for Hartford, Connecticut stretch, and 84 west, both ends is background. Route 91 at Hartford stretch, 91, 95 on the southbound side, also wave it out, West Haven at 95 on the northbound side, so the Milford, Connecticut, Merritt Parkway, stop go between Westport and out of Fairfield, and 95, stop and go with the New York and Connecticut border, and 95 southbound side, also on Route 101 out of the Manchester Hampshire stretch, and 8079 southbound side, also in upstate New York, Vermont, and North 15 on the northbound side, so South Africa towards Montreal. Peter Childers time, 11:08 on this late Monday night, and it's time out for Peter Channel weather report. Cloud skies a little low 47 degrees. Calm wind for Tuesday, cloud skies at 59 degrees, light east wind. Tuesday, check the shot after 3 a.m. Most petrol after 2 a.m. Most skies at 50 degrees, calm wind chance for 30%. Wednesday, check the shot bang after 9 a.m. petrol before 8 a.m. Most skies by 65 degrees, calm wind chance for 40%. New performance less than 7 inch falls for Wednesday. Check time after 9 p.m. Mostly clouds with 55 degrees and upward about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance to 50%. For Thursday, showers likely. Clouds cap at 66 by 57 degrees. So about 7 to 10 miles an hour. 21 miles an hour. Chance to 75%. For Friday, showers mean for 11 a.m. High near 68 degrees. Low 38 degrees. With a south about 17, 22 miles. Chris 11 to 6 miles an hour. Afternoon winds size. 44 miles an hour. Chance to 8% for Saturday. Sunny park clouds but 55 about 35 degrees. Was for about 5 miles an hour for Sunday. Sunny skies about 54 about 32 degrees. Was about 8 miles an hour for Monday. Sun's got about 52 degrees and southwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Right now in northern it's a clear skies and it is a overcast and 52 degrees. That's going to be for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Monday, October 28, 2019. Viewers will be up. Good night with a goodbye to the see you tomorrow morning with our mom. I hope you all have a good night.